is NLP Group's 28's progress report. You can see our names listed here. So for the architecture between question generation and answering, whenever we generate a question, we want to answer it using our own question answering system, and then we can send it through a feedback loop in that we look at the answer and we say, is this a good question or answer? And then we can help rank the questions based on that. And then for both of them, we want to use syntactic parsing, semantic parsing, and space vector representation, because that will help us determine where in the article a question is or an answer is for a question and such and such. For pipeline for question generation, is given an article, we want to split it into sentences. Then we want to do co-reference resolution to find out which parts of the sentence are the same as the entity. And we want to tokenize all of these. We want all the words that we want to represent these tokens as a parse tree, and then we apply named entity recognition to find the important things. Then we make these into parse trees so that we can do our own manual tree operations to shift around a statement into a question and replace like a named entity with a who word. We check if the morphology changes, we will generate this question, and then we will evaluate this question with both the feedback thing I talked about and the fluency, relevancy with TDIF and LMs. Then we will output the top K questions. Question answering, we're given a question, then we want to use a vector space model to model the question so that we can see the difference between, or see what's closest in the article to the question that we're given, because the answer will presumably be in that sentence. We can represent this as a parse tree. We can hopefully invert the operations that we used for the question generation to make an answer, and then we produce that. So the progress we've made is we've made project environments, and we've looked at various different packages and APIs, and we decided Stanford Core NLP and Spacey are pretty good. So the project timeline, in a week we hope to have a baseline question generation, 2 weeks question answering and question evaluation baselines, and then after that it's just going to be iteratively improving. Thanks.